All right, now we're going to take what we did with tables and we're going to apply that same idea to graphs. So we're going to look for finding the unit rate in a graph and writing an equation from a graph. So let's start with finding the unit rate. So we're comparing the amount of money in an account and the number of months. So the money in the account depends on how many months we have the account. So we want to see how the money changes every month. So I'm noticing I'm going to pick two dots. And I like to pick two that are close to each other if I can. So I'm noticing that the money increased $250. And it took, and I'm going to go down and see, it took 1 month to do that. So my unit rate is $250 per month. And that would be my unit rate. Now when I write an equation, we know that it changes $250 per month. So my equation is going to start off with 250 times the number of months. And now I want to see if there's an initial value. I want to see if this bank account started with anything, because this is how it's changing, but I want to see what was in the account. So I look at 0 months. At 0 months, there was $0. So that means there's no initial fee. So there's nothing that I need to add to this equation. 250 times M will be the amount in the account. So 250 is my unit rate. M is the number of months. And A is the amount of money. And that would be my equation. All right, let's take a look at this graph. So it's comparing total cost and number of pizzas. So the cost depends on the number of pizzas I order. So let's look at how the cost changes for pizzas. So again, I'm going to pick two dots. And I want to see how the cost changes. It's really tempting just to say $20 for one pizza, but that's not true. My cost is going from $5 up to $20. So the cost is $15. It's changing by going up $15. And that is for one pizza. It's really tempting to look at a graph and just say, I find the unit rate by looking for 1, and that would be 20. And you would be wrong if you did that. So we don't want to be lazy. We have to find the unit rate by looking at how it changes. So this is our unit rate. $15 per pizza. So when I write my equation, it'll be $15 times the number of pizzas. But there's something more going on in this graph, because if I just ordered one pizza and it's $15 for a pizza, then for one pizza, it shouldn't cost me $20. So that means there's something else going on. And we can see that there is an initial value. So when we look at this graph, we can see that for 0 pizzas, it costs $5. So that means that there is a fee, a delivery fee probably, of $5. And so we have to tack that on because that's how the graph starts. And that will be the total cost. Some people like to put the initial value first, so they like to look at the graph first and say, it starts with $5, and from that $5, it's increasing $15 every pizza. Both ways are totally fine.